I used to not do it.
Oh, really?
And then I switched to doing it, and I can't do that.
Yeah. Just a nice feel on the ball.
Oh, man.
Sorry, bro. That's the line. No, no. Yeah.
Nice?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
So far.
I used them like 15 years ago,
Yeah.
and they were always a sweet balance scratcher.
I think it's just easier on my elbow as well.
Yeah, okay. What's the weight?
305, I think.
Oh, nice.
Oh! Sorry. Going, Sam.
Welcome back to Grace Park in Hawthorn as we continue the matches on this warm day, which is day 3. And we are into the semi-finals of PST1, where the athletes have lost part of a limb or born without part of a limb, particularly in their arms. And we've got the world number 1 Alex Hunt from New Zealand. Looking forward to seeing him play, and he can play. And his opponent is going to be Sam Shnowske. So we look forward to seeing how that goes. And he is the number 3 seed from the USA. Alex Hunt from New Zealand, number 1. And we'll keep an eye on what's happening on the other court, because Brett Hillier of Australia, had a nice chat to Brett before. He's unseeded in this tournament, but had a good win yesterday to get his way through. And Michael Beacon from Ireland is the number 2 seed, just a teenager, age 17. So the winner of that will get into the final tomorrow. And Alex Hunt's won a world championship, very good player. Looking forward to seeing how he plays. And also looking forward to seeing how Sam Shnowske plays, being the number 3 seed. It'll obviously be a good play, it'll be a good match. It'll be 2 sets, then a match tie break. We had that earlier today too, in the PST3 match, which kicked off proceedings on court 5. It was a fascinating game. It changed and changed right throughout. And eventually we saw Eduardo Perez, who dropped the first set from Chile, the number 2 seed, had trouble with his serve early days and keeping the ball in court, down 4-love, and he went on to lose the first set 6-3. Lots of breaks of serve early in the second. Both players were struggling to get the ball in, a few double faults, and in the end, breaks of serve everywhere. It was 4-all, and Perez was able to break late in the set. and then was right on top in the match tie break. He had a number of match points. He led 9-4 and eventually got to 9-8 as the Japanese player Kishi found a second wind, and on the 5th match point Perez was able to advance the number 2 seed. He'll take on Daniel Soravano, the number 1 seed for the USA, who won his PST3 match against the talented youngster from Chile, Martina Siebert, 6-4, 6-love. So they're into the finals tomorrow. So we just look forward to seeing how this match goes. Got Michelle joining me for some commentary. Look forward to that. Be part of the para-standing tennis community, or adaptive tennis community, as it's also called. Continue to develop it. It gets better and better. I think eventually the para-standing tennis organisation would love to be part of the Tennis Australia setup. No matter what your ability is, no matter what your disability might be. I know that badminton are very big on that. Having said that, they've been involved in it for a fair while now. They've got their entire setup under the one umbrella, under the one window. There's some work to do for the tennis. They have obviously the wheelchair, which is massive. Dylan Ilcott played a big part in that, to make it as popular and to make it as high profile as it is. There's obviously some work to do with this form of the game, but good to see, as I've mentioned a few times, countries like Chile, Brazil, Ireland, New Zealand, USA all represented, Australia as well, obviously. And I did touch on the fact they probably would be hoping down the track to get more players from other states, Queensland, South Australia, WA, Tasmania, the ACT, etc. It's fascinating watching Alex Hunt go through his pre-match warm-up, where he holds the ball when he serves, and the part of his arm that starts, if you know what I mean. He's obviously practiced very, very hard to get that right, and it looks so natural. It looks so natural. I know Michelle was trying a brace yesterday, like an arm guard. Again, that would take a bit of time to get it right. The ball toss is what it's all about, but obviously Alex has got that under control, been very good at this level. Just watching him again, he's getting it 100% right. He'd be out on the court every single day working on that, perfecting it, or as much as you can. There's no such thing in life as perfectionism, even though sports people strive for that. I've certainly strived for that, never been able to succeed on that. So it will be interesting. He's a left-hander, his opponent, and we hope to get a high-quality match here.
Sorry.
So Sam Shnowske, the number 3 seed, Alex Hunt, the number 1 seed. The number 4 seed was beaten yesterday by Brett Hillier of Australia. He's going to play a good doubles match last night as well. He looks like a likely type. He's getting better and better. Michael Beijing from Ireland is his opponent. Being a homeland of my father, always had a soft spot for the Irish. Spoke to young Katie the other day. Great accent. Another gentleman yesterday loves the heat. Don't know what it is about the Irish that love the heat. They've got the whitest skin you've ever seen. My father was the whitest man. He used to wear long sleeve shirt, long sleeve pants, shoes and socks down to the beach. Long, not long, but a very thick hat as well. And he would just cake himself up in sun cream. But he never got burnt. He just loved the heat. So we're going to start here. Hunt will be kicking things off, playing at the social club rooms end and from the Grace Park end or residential end of Hawthorn, if that makes sense, with all the mansions behind him. Shnowske still underway. The first ball is a foul. He serves. Hunt. Was that a double fault? Might have been a double fault. So love 15. We saw players just battle a bit early in the first match. He's getting it right, the double fault. Shnowske serves and Hunt with the backhand. Too long, so 15 all. Sing again. That's very deep serve. Forehand by Hunt, just clears the net. Backhand slice. Didn't have enough on it from Shnowske. It's 15-30. See some good rallies coming up here. Those players, I reckon, will move around the court nicely. Backhand Hunt down the line was an absolute cracker. Shnowske not able to control it. Serve sat up a bit. He might need to get a bit more depth on the serve. That's a good serve. Returned by Hunt. And then Shnowske with the backhand forces the forehand error from Hunt. It's 30 all. There's 2 balls allowed in the PST1. No ball kids, so they'll collect themselves. Might change for the finals tomorrow, I'll confirm that later. First ball's into the net. From Shnowske, 30 all. Swinging serve, backhand Hunt, and then Shnowske playing the forehand. After Hunt whipped across court, is into the net, and that is the end of the first game. Disappointment for Shnowske, dropped it straight away, so it is 1-love to Alex Hunt getting an early break against Shnowske of the USA. His countryman through to the PST3 final. Daniel Soravano beating Martinez Siebert from Chile. And he'll take on Eduardo Perez. So it's number 1 against number 2. He came from behind to beat Shunkei Kishi, who plays in the doubles later on today. PST3, PST4. Nathan Ryan has put all the gear together. His son Kai playing in that. PST4. Start here by Alex Hunt. He serves
again.
to Shnowske's backhand, and it was a serve that had some height on it. Shnowske trying to play it on the backhand, well above his head. He's a much shorter man than Hunt. Hunt's got the advantage of a lot of height on him. He'd be over 6 foot. Shnowske a lot shorter, gets it back. Forehand Hunt. Shnowske to the middle of the court. Hunt whipping that forehand into the corner. Now it sets up for him from the short return for Shnowske. Comes to the net again with a beautiful volley. Shnowske was on the defence the whole time. Hunt on the attack. Shnowske with his forehand cannot control another bouncy serve from Alex Hunt, who's already got the break and holds his service game comfortably to love, to be up 2-love. We saw earlier today Kishi before love up the first set and eventually got beaten. So Shnowske, it's early days yet. Into the net. Backhand of Hunt, takes it early. Shnowske with the forehand. Hunt trading forehands. Goes again, Shnowske with his forehand. Hunt with the backhand down the line. Shnowske from way behind the court with his backhand cross court. Hunt down the line. Comes to the net with a beautiful stock volley. Shnowske went cross court. Hunt was there with wonderful hands. Talented player, this boy. Beautiful hands. Knows when to come in, knows when to stay back. It's love 15. Shnowske not playing all that badly. Hunt with his forehand was a little bit loose from the Shnowske serve, and it's 15 all. Love to. Shnowske finds the net. Second serve. Hunt on the backhand, down the middle. Shnowske returns, but it's wide. He's hitting those returns with interest and pretty deep, and cramping up Shnowske. He's under pressure again. His second service game. First from the commentary end or social club room end, the magnificent balcony. Weather about 25 minutes ago was 25 degrees. The wet bulb was at 19. Not a big fan of the wet bulb. And he finds the net again, giving up a couple of break points for Alex Hunt to race to a 3-love lead here. The reason why I like the wet bulb is I don't think it's as accurate as it should be. Again, he can't find that first serve, Shnowske. Setting it up for Hunt, who stands, as you can see, a metre or two behind the baseline, runs around on the forehand is deep. Shnowske digs it out. Hunt with a forehand slice. Didn't control that one. And one break point saved. It's on the other court. The PST1 other semi just getting underway. He runs around on that forehand. And that is a sensational return by Alex Hunt. As good a shot as you're likely to see. PST2 on the other court, I should say. A semi-final. Adam Hill's one of the favourites in that. Hunt, backhand, mid-court. Shnowske returns. Hunt again, just overhits the backhand. Can you get power on it? It's off the ground. In returning. And Shnowske again. Deep serve. Hunt gets the backhand back, and Shnowske having trouble controlling. And another break for Alex Hunt, world number 1, and he is up 3-love in the opening set. So they're mixing around matches. A lot of water breaks, even though the temperature's still quite pleasant at the moment. You can see a little bit of a breeze, the trees fluttering. Grace Park Inn, in front of those magnificent houses. This is one of the most beautiful suburbs, most established suburbs in Melbourne, Hawthorn. To use the phrase old money, great part of the world. Hunt, 3-love up in the first set. PST1 semi-final.
Alright, yep.
Runs around on the forehand as Shnowske. Forehand Hunt, then Shnowske can't get get involved in a rally at the moment. He's mishitting everything. Hunt's hitting it hard and deep and with a bit of bounce as well. Bamboozling the American. 15 love. Swinging serve down the line with the forehand. Shnowske. Hunt gets it back. Shnowske backhand slice. Hunt with the forehand comes to the net. Great volley. Shnowske went down the line and Hunt played a great volley. Shnowske can't get there. Mixing it up brilliantly, the New Zealander. $30 love. Storming through this opening set at the moment, but it is early days. He misses with the first ball. To the forehand call. The American. Second ball. Shnowske down the line. Hunt digs it out from the baseline. Shnowske gets it back short. Backhand Hunt. Forehand Shnowske. Shnowske again was cramped up as Hunt. With his returns, he's not only getting power, but he's getting a lot of deep ones. And Shnowske at this stage is just having to fend it off and defend and hope for the best. Hunt, 40 love. Shnowske on the backhand. Hunt comes to the net and tries a drop shot, which is clever. Shnowske picks it up. Hunt, plays a shot behind his back.
You got away with it.
And it's a magnificent shot, which ends up on the line. It just got away from him a bit. That was as clever a shot as you're likely to see. Party trick by Alex Hunt, almost a bit hard to describe, but he played it from behind his back. Shnowske was at the net, was never going to cover that. And you thought maybe he had a bit too much on it, but it lands on the line. Doing everything right, Alex Hunt, putting on a clinic. And it's wonderful to watch. And as I said, I don't think Shnowske's playing all that badly. A couple of his forehands are a bit wild. And he can't stay in a rally long enough. He started to a little bit in that game. But Hunt just has his measure. So Shnowske staring down love 4 at the moment. Court 5. And his first ball misses by a country mile. It's a second serve now. And that's a double fault. Can ill afford that. I've said it many times when I've broadcast tennis, can ill afford it at any time. 40 love when you're 5 love up, maybe not too bad, but certainly when you're love 4 down, and you need, importantly, to get on the board and try and put some pressure on your all-conquering opponent. So again, backhand Hunt took it early, but hit it a bit too low into the base of the net. And a rare error from the New Zealander off his racket. And it is love 15. Sorry, 15 love. Shnowske getting an early point. Hasn't won too many so far. Serves again. Hunt on the backhand. Dug out by Shnowske. Landed on the baseline. Hunt with a magnificent drop shot. Shnowske not willing to come to the net yet. Was just camped at the baseline betwixt and between. And Hunt was, well, at the base of the court. That's often an ambitious shot. Took the pace off it. Played a sliced drop shot, which was magnificent. His return on this occasion is deep. That's 30 all. Shnowske serves again. Again going wide with the swinging serve from the left-hander. Runs around the forehand, Hunt, backhand, Shnowske short, Hunt, forehand comes to the net and it plays another one of those great little volleys which had Shnowske struggling to get near it, took the pace off it, a stock volley that he puts into an open court, cross court. He's playing the serve and volley very, very well, coming in behind a lot of balls, particularly the short ones from Shnowske, who's forced to play a lot of short balls, which land in the service court due to the fact that Hunt's hitting it hard and was ready on the forehand again to pounce, but Shnowske finds the net. Racing through this set. Five love lead. Oh, double fold again. And he's disappointment, he's just whacked the ball over the fence, so they're one ball down. They get another ball back. That's good. Someone will go and pick that up. I'm sure there were a few balls in the gardens behind. Some people might collect them for souvenirs because they're very nice balls as well. Brand new balls. I think Shnowske's going to go out and get it, which is nice of him. Hunt can sit down and have a rest and contemplate the fact that he is absolutely flying here, beating 4-love in the first set. It's been impressive to watch. You have seen players in some sports. Table tennis is one that comes to mind. Kerry Tepper, who played, she's a little bit like Alex Hunter, that she's born without the front part of her arm, if you like, the lower part of her arm, I'm trying to say, I'll get the terminology right. And yet she was playing in both the able-bodied Olympics for Australia in table tennis and also the Paralympics. It's a wild player like Alex Hunt. Could be considered. Then again, as I've said a few times, you've got to get the WTA, and I've been told as well, and the ATP on board, and they don't seem to be on board yet. They're on board obviously with wheelchair tennis. I know there's been a lot of support from the people running wheelchair tennis at Tennis Australia. I think Tennis Australia are okay with it, certainly getting them involved a lot more. The adaptive tennis or the para-standing tennis. And they were asked to play in wheelchairs. The problem is, most of these people don't have wheelchairs. And they're not used to it. So why not have what they've got here, which is terrific? It's 5-love. So Hunt will come out and serve for the first set. What has been a demolition job on Shnowske at the moment. Have you not seen these players play before? My question is, Shnowske being number 3, Hunt being number 1, is there that much of a difference between the two, or is Shnowske just having a tough time of it, or is Hunt just at his absolute best? Serves again, and Shnowske with his return is long by a few metres. Not missing too many first serves either. The impressive Alex Hunt from New Zealand. 15-love, 3 points away from a bageled first set against Shnowske. He's on the forehand, and again, look, he gave himself enough room then to have a good look, but just hit it a bit low into the net. He's not getting much elevation at all, not getting the timing that he's required. And he's down. $30, 2 points away, Hunt. Shnowske's return again, as that service is very, very good, very accurate. In the deeper part of the service box, long return from Shnowske. 3 set points for Hunt. Simple as that. First ball misses into the backhand court. Second ball, double fault. Rare error from Alex Hunt. And Brett Hillier about to play Michael Beglin of the Republic of Ireland. And the winner of that will play the winner of this in the PST1 final tomorrow. There's going to be a consolation match because players that only have one match, PST1, get an opportunity for a second match. Everyone, they try and give them 2 matches, which is terrific. Good serve by Shnowske. And he had, because the return was by Hunt, I should say, and Shnowske was on the back foot and then rifled it back, forcing Hunt also to retreat, but it had too much on it, and he, on the second set point, Hunt has managed to close out the set. 6-love, what a start. What a start. And as they do, they'll probably water the court. Or has it got enough water? Just deciding. Typically they do after each set, although that was a very, very quick set. Yeah, they're just going to give it a bit of a squirt, which is fair enough. Doesn't need a great deal because of the fact that we've had a pretty brief match so far, and Alex Hunt at his absolute best. Look forward to seeing how Brett Hillier goes. He beat us to play yesterday. For those watching on the YouTube, that particular match, of which we don't have commentary at the moment, we might have commentary a bit later. He's in a...
You did get into trouble, didn't you?
And he's practicing his serve from the Grace Park end up against the teenager, the number 2 seed, Michael Beglin from Ireland.
Yeah, bloody hell. Have you ever been to China?
Brett walking out 4 fingers on one hand, and he has had one of his toes removed to
Depends where, or it's all good?
compensate for that in his fingers, but he's pretty good player. As I say, I saw him playing not seeded, I saw him playing the doubles yesterday, and he was very impressive. Michael Beglin, obviously talented young player.
They stay in a hotel and stuff, like, food, they all have a good restaurant.
So Shnowske taking a rest and just obviously contemplating how he can get himself back into this match. We saw Perez find a way. 3-6, 6-4, and then the match tiebreaker, which at one stage he had numerous match points. Took until the 5th for him to get it, when his opponent had a little bit of a rejuvenation late in the match. He started while Kishi winning the first 4 games. He just couldn't get his serve right. Neither of them could early in the set. They were having their serves broken left, right and centre. So Alex Hunt, after, well, almost a perfect first set, as I said, no such thing as perfectionism. Shnowske serves. They're into a rally at the back of the court. Short backhand by Shnowske, forcing Hunt to come to the net half-heartedly and steer his backhand into the base of the net. 15 love for Shnowske of the USA. Serve now to Hunt, who's standing way behind the baseline. He's serving from the social club room's end. I'm not sure he's got his name on the back, Shnowske, but almost Canadian colours, despite the fact he's American. That's probably sacrilegious. That's a double fault. He's served a few of those so far. 15 all. It's red and white. Nice colours. Lovely top that he's wearing. I saw a piece of the paper about the best uniforms that have been worn. Must have run out of ideas after Naomi Osaka's very interesting uniform the other night. Second serve by Shnowske, fended back by Hunt, who plays a forehand. Shnowske on the backhand. Hunt on the backhand beat Shnowske the forehand. Hunt with a lovely backhand, both at the baseline. Shnowske forehand, Hunt the backhand down the line, takes it early, and now he's on the forehand. Gets some top spin, forcing Shnowske to play his forehand into the net. There's that Barbie outfit. She's got a veil. Who was carrying her? I didn't see anyone. I didn't see her carrying her rackets. She had an umbrella as well. She's well, a character in the game, isn't she? Fascinating. Shnowske serves again. Hunt was a little bit bamboozled by the fact that he took the pace off the serve and it just landed in the right service box and it was short and dipping, and Hunt puts the forehand into the net, giving Shnowske an opportunity here to get on the board early in this second set. He takes it on the backhand and he's not happy with himself. Sorry, forehand. Not happy with himself, hits it low and hits it under the net. Probably the first major miscue from the world number 1. Alex Hunt. Shnowske serves. Again, that's a low serve. And he's not able to clear the net. Shnowske again. Forehand by Hunt. Shnowske takes it high on the backhand. Forehand by Hunt again. Shnowske low, having to defend a lot, rushing his shots. error after error. Again, the net, not his best friend. Can't close out this game to get on the board. He serves now. It's a good serve, swinging serve, but just misses. Second serve again, Hunt on the backhand. Shnowske miscues his forehand. Hunt hit that nicely straight down the middle. And Shnowske under the pump again to find a way to win. Backhand, Hunt. Shnowske, a lovely forehand. Hunt gets back and gets it. But I think goes wide, he does. That was a lovely shot by Shnowske, deep into the corner. Back to Juice, into the forehand corner where Shnowske's going to serve to Hunt, who's receiving. He gets in the middle of the court, bouncing ball again, which forces Shnowske to hit it low and into the net. Shnowske again, swinging serve. Hunt on the backhand, gets it wide. Shnowske with his forehand. Hunt tries a little shot underneath the legs and behind the back, which Roger Federer tried in a match point against Marat Safin back in 2005, and it cost him dearly. In the fourth set, I think, if my memory serves me right, at the Australian Open, Big Marat went on to win. But Leighton Hewitt had an unbelievable run in that tournament. Hunt on the backhand, Shnowske goes deep, just lands in, and it takes the pace off it. Hunt with the forehand cross court. Shnowske can't trade successfully on the backhand cross court because once more the rally is stifled as the net interferes. Long opening game of the second set this. Neither player can put it away. He's had some break point opportunities, Hunt. Shnowske a lot of game points. Serves again. Hunt on the backhand. Shnowske open forehand. Down the line. Beautiful shot. That serve just caught the line. That one doesn't. For once, Hunt was well beaten. Didn't move from one side of the court to the other, leaving Shnowske an open opportunity. Shnowske gives away the game into the net with another double fault. So Hunt leading 1-love. Hunt whipping it down the line again. Playing well, Alex Hunt. Swinging serve. Shnowske took it high. Hunt with a volley that Shnowske can't get to it. Again, he went cross court. Shnowske had to go from one side of the court to the other. It was one of those serves that had a lot of bounce on it. He can get a lot of bounce for a big man, Alex Hunt. Shnowske, being a smaller man, has to play it well above his head. Takes it on the backhand cross court. Got it early. Down the line goes Hunt, but he goes wide. Again, Shnowske was nowhere to be seen. Come across and cover it. 30-15, Alex Hunt. Nathan, unbelievable here. He's got the score up on the screen. He's doing the best job possible. He's a beauty. Lovely volley by Hunt. Shnowske picks it up. Attempted lob. Hunt with the smash deep. Shnowske defending, and then had Hunt play, well, a low percentage attempted drop shot from behind the baseline. You see it a lot in tennis where someone has an opportunity from a defensive lob. You think they're right out of the point, and the players will put the smash away, as Hunt didn't, and Shnowske got himself back into the point. Makes it 30-15. Let from Hunt. Serves again. Fault. The first one hit the top of the net, landed on Shnowske's side, the second one didn't. He gets a fending backhand back short, and then Hunt with those drop shots, of which he has just been magnificent at. Just was able to angle that, and Shnowske not able to get there in time. He's played the drop shot exquisitely. It's probably been his #1 winner so far, Alex Hunt. Game point here to make it 2-love. Won the first set 6-love. Racing through this at the moment. Still a bit of tennis to be played, but Alex Hunt in good form. Serves again. Shnowske stretching return. Hunt very deep with his forehand. He went a bit too long there.
What's the score in second?
He did. It's deuce. A rare miss. Every now and again he just goes a bit too hard. He has Shnowske beaten most of the time. Not able to get around the court from one side to the other. And he has a lot of vacant territory to aim at. It just went a bit long there. Backhand Shnowske stretching, and then Hunt whips it wide for a break point. Well done Shnowske, got that back, stretching a bit, but he was able to get it angled into the corner, as a lot of lefties can. And Hunt makes another error. The first break point for Shnowske. Finds the net, Alex Hunt. Just under a little bit of pressure for the first time. He has broken Shnowske early in this set. Shnowske pokes it back and Hunt wrong foots him with a lovely volley at the net. Again a good serve, and had Shnowske just struggling to stay in the point. Deuce. So the break point saved, the first one for the match for Alex Hunt. Serves now Shnowske backhand down the line. Too good for Hunt, who missed it. Beginning to just get crisper with his return shots. Shnowske's second break point. Hunt serve. Shnowske's backhand steering wide. He's had a few mishits. First ball misses, he's aiming to go down the tee. This time Shnowske with a forehand which had a bit of bounce from that very good serve. Serving right in the middle. And he puts it wide. So Hunt has a game point now to, after staving off a couple of break points, to consolidate his break. Just lands in and Shnowske finds the net. It might have caught the sideline too, which put off Shnowske's return, gave it a little bit more of an uneven bounce. And Alex Hunt hangs on after saving 2 break points to lead 2-0. On the first set, 6 games to 2-love. So he would love to get on the board here, Shnowske, but just finding it hard. He serves from the Grace Park end. Hunt with a backhand cross quarters wide. Again had Shnowske beaten. Just a major class difference here. Looking at this, even though it's #1 against #3. Shnowske, Hunt on the backhand. Shnowske digs it out into the net. That was a deep return by Alex Hunt. Took it early, and Shnowske couldn't do much but rush his return. It's 15 all. Not happy with the ball toss. Goes along with the first serve. Second serve, deep. Hunt down the middle of the court, Shnowske with some top spin or some slice, and then top spin by Hunt, went long. That was an interesting shot from behind the baseline by Shnowske, who hasn't come to the net yet. Hunt has a few times. 30-15, 2 points away from getting on the board. needs to get that first serve percentage up. It's let him down quite a bit so far. Hunt on the backhand, mishits it, rushed it a bit, and Shnowske has 2 game points. He had 2 break points in the previous game. This could give him some confidence to maybe get himself back into the match. Shnowske serves, Hunt on the backhand. First ball is called a let. Next one's a fault. Takes it on the backhand early. Shnowske backhand down the line. Hunt, his backhand, starting to produce some unforced errors into the net, and Shnowske's on the board. Well done, Sammy, the boy from America. Wins his first game of the match, 2-1, against Alex Hunt of New Zealand. He had a couple of break points in the previous game, so he might just be starting to find his way, or we hope he does too. Game's been going 32 minutes. He's got the very colourful umbrella. What have we got? 7 or 8 different colours, as you can see on our stream. Stands out like a carpet snake in a fowl house. A bit of blue, a bit of orange, a bit of yellow, a little bit of aqua, a bit of green. Very colourful umbrella. As the Eskies come down for more water for the players. Alex Hunt very quickly changing ends. On the first set, 6-love. And leads 2-1 with a break in the second set. But as I say, in the first service game for him, the second game of the second set, he was down a couple of break points but found a way. Liking what Shnowske is doing here, mixing it up a bit more, keeping more balls in court. There are a lot of mishits from him, especially in the opening set, miscuing everywhere. Getting a bit used to maybe the bounce that the taller Hunter's getting. In this PST1 semi-final. And he serves wide and he misses to the forehand court. Second serve, plenty of bounce on that, and had some pace as well. Often players, as you would be aware, take the pace off the second serve. Some will go for broke. Not having the speed gun here, but that looked like it was the same pace as the first one. And backhand into the net from Shnowske. He goes down the line again. And the second time he's missed the first serve. Fended back mid-court Shnowske. Sliced by Hunt, and then he has to get the forehand back. It was a lovely angled forehand by Shnowske, who picks up the forehand and then hunts at the net again for an angled volley, and Shnowske cannot cover it. He volleys well, doesn't he? 30 love. And that all happens from the deep forehands that he produces as well. Alex Hunt forcing Shnowske to be camped on the baseline or behind. 30 love. Hunt serves again. And he hasn't quite got those first serves right in this game. But he does get the second serve generally spot on. Backhand Shnowske, mid-court, Hunt with the forehand. Shnowske defending on the backhand. And on the backhand again as Hunt's going cross-court. Now he goes cross-court on the other side. And that was the backhand side, and Shnowske not able to get near it. And it's 40 love, 3 game points. Just switching up the angles, switching up the sides. Because Shnowske is just hesitant at the moment to move much from the middle of the baseline. Certainly doesn't go to the net like Hunt does, and Hunt has gone to the net cleverly as well, as he has a swinging serve that Shnowske can't control. Beautiful serve. Down the tee, he wins to love, and he's 3-1 up in the second set, having won the first set. 6 games to love. 3 games away from moving into the final of the PST1, the reigning world champ of the Oceania Championships tomorrow, for the opportunity to win this 3rd title. since the event started a couple of years ago. Let. Stretch then, Hunt. Seemed to be on his haunches a bit. When I say stretched, he obviously did, but he slightly hurt himself. We'll keep an eye on that. Shnowske serves, and once more it's Select. 3-1. Backhand Hunt, down the middle. Forehand Shnowske. Forehand Hunt. Forehand Shnowske. They trade from the baseline. And Shnowske with his latest forehand. That ball dipped a little bit in bounce. And he was not on the move much. More standing and delivering. And again, making another unforced error. 15. He'll now aim for the backhand court. And that was aimed for the forehand court. And he missed that by a country mile, that serve by Shnowske, whose first set percentage has been a bit of an issue. Down 3-1, lost the first set, 6-love. Get across to Brett Hillier and Michael Beglin, the number 2 seed from Ireland shortly. Brett Hillier from Australia, unseeded. Good forehand cross court by Hunt, now plays the backhand, trying to wrong foot Shnowske. He's there for the forehand. Forehand with top spin by Hunt. Overspins it, out. That shortish rally, 15 all. Shnowske to Hunt with the forehand. Shnowske, his forehand is netted once more. He has netted a lot. Sort of backtracking a bit. It's the power of the return. Plays the backhand, middle of the court. Shnowske again tries to poke one back. And really low percentage. It's 2 break points for Alex Hunt to race to a 4-1 lead. Getting through his work quite well here, Alex Hunt. Shnowske being outplayed at the moment. And his first ball's a foul into the net. Hunt hits it hard, the short second serve. Now forehand is an absolute beauty. Shnowske's forehand was pretty good with some top spin, but Hunt has just climbed all over that with a magnificently authoritative forehand down the line. One of the shots of the day, and Alex Hunt has produced a lot of them. I've loved his net play as well with his touch. He's got power, he's got force, he's got touch, he's got everything. And he breaks again to lead 4-1 in the second set, having won the first set 6 games to love. Earlier today, we've had the finalists decided in PST1. Eduardo Perez came from love 4 down in the opening set, dropped it 6-3, won the second 6-4 with the multiple breaks in serve for both players against Shnowske Kishi, who plays in the doubles later today, doubles final. He's PST3 with PST4 participant. Ty Ryan. Look forward to that match. It'll be around 6 o'clock tonight. And then in the third set, it went into obviously a match tie break as Hunt serves and Shnowske does well to cover the forehand cross court, and then he was well behind the baseline as he got it back with good defence. His court coverage much better then, but Hunt was at the net to put the volley away. And then it went into a match tie break, and at one stage Perez, who had got on top, had 5 match points. It took until the 5th for him to close it out as Kishi made a late surge. Shnowske with the forehand was a bit deep. Just missed. That Hunt on the back foot though. Just not having the luck to keep the ball in play often enough for Alex Hunt. 30 love. On the backhand, look at him come to the net. That was a magnificent return. Probably the shot of the match from Shnowske so far. Hunt was coming into the net and it got past him and he couldn't control it. He just got a little bit of racket on that. That was a bullet-like return cross court by Shnowske of America. 30-15. Hunt serves again down the tee. Shnowske gets it back and then Hunt with the volley. It's set up for him. He just had trouble controlling that. He just popped it up and he loves the volleys. Cross-court volley was a ripper from Alex Hunt on the Ontikar courts. He has been magnificent with his serve and bowling today when required. Finds the net, 2 points away from banking a 5-1 lead in the second set. The number one seed is going to be hard to beat the way he's playing in the final tomorrow. Shnowske can't control the serve down the tee. And he wins the game to make it 5-1. Just 37 minutes on court. And as the temperature starts to rise into the high 20s, a quick game is a good game as far as Alex Hunt is concerned, not so much for Sam Shnowske. He serves down the middle. Number 3 seed from the United States of America. Second serve, deep, and Hunt dumps it into the net. Sort of took that a little bit too aggressively and unorthodox, and he doesn't need to play in an unorthodox fashion due to the fact that he's playing so well orthodoxly. Shnowske. First ball misses and Hunt rifles back and off forehand, inside out, off forehand, beautifully. Didn't count though. Now he goes harder than he ever has to a very short second serve that sat up halfway into the service box, and well, he overhit that one. He needed to play the shot he played before. 30 love for Sam Shnowske. Would love an easy service game. They've been tough. Then Hunt's been getting through his service so easily that there hasn't been much respite for the American. 2 points away from getting his second game. Plays it on the backhand, fending it and keeping it in. And again, he just gets it down the line, but goes wide. Just an awkward shot then, as it was deep from Hunt. A let.
I wanted that. Okay.
Shnowske serves again. Hunt on the forehand. Shnowske didn't have to play, so it's 30 all. Still 2 points away, Alex Hunt, from advancing into the final. We'll get across to the Brett Hillier, Michael Beglin match shortly. It's a great return by Hunt. Shnowske did well to defend it, and then Hunt comes to the net, and his eyes opened up that he could put that away, and he misses again. So a few unforced errors, just overhitting a bit overzealous, and a game point for Shnowske. I mean, those returns are so strong that Shnowske just getting racket onto it and keeping him in play. Serves, he comes around on the forehand and mishits, and Shnowske holds serve for just the second time does he win a game in this match. Lost the first set 6 love, and he's down 5-2 in the second.
I was like, I don't need any more water.
So it's gone 39 minutes.
Almost. I didn't think I needed more water. I wasn't expecting to change over again.
Alex Hunt has got this match on his own racket to serve here. Hunt, should he get through this game and the way he's played, he hasn't dropped serve. He's been down 2 break points only in the whole match. And he serves. Shnowske on the backhand. Hunt the forehand mid-court. Shnowske with his return. Another one that can't stay in court, goes long. Hunt serves. Shnowske's backhand. Again, he took it close to the body. Good body serve. It was high, the height of Hunt. 30 love, 2 points away from winning the match. Hunt serves again, too long, going down the tee. Didn't miss by too much. Had plenty of power in that serve though from the #1 seed in PST1. What a player he is. Doing it virtually without raising a sweat despite the warm weather. He's disappointed with himself there. As he serves a rare double fault. Spoken about the fact that double faults are never at a good time, but when you're cruising like this, you can probably afford one, but no more. 30-15, still 2 points away. To the backhand court. Almost an ace, just swung away late. Second serve. I think that was a double fault, it was. Second one in a row. 30 all, from 30 off to 30 all. Have to take the pace off it a bit, he doesn't. Big serve, runs around on the forehand, but overhits it. Shnowske again just defending the return back because of such a good serve, and Hunt just overcooking. Again, trying to finish this quickly. He's gone from 30 love to 30-40 and the third break point that he's down for the match. Hunt serves again, missing with the first serve, which is letting him down a bit this game for the first time in the match. The nerves are up a bit, often can be with a player serving for the match no matter what the position. Shnowske fends it back, stays in. Hunt backtracks with the forehand. Shnowske defends on the backhand, opens up for Hunt down the line on the forehand. And he wins comfortably that point. He's had Shnowske camped on the wrong side so often today, and he's picked the right side to go to and generally pick up winners when he hasn't overhit it, which has happened a little bit in this set. 2 points away. Shnowske stretches on the backhand, and Hunt's played a volley sort of mid-court, a bit betwixt and between, just indicating that maybe the #1 seed is tightening up. He did actually get that in. I thought he missed that. It's match point for Alex Hunt. He has been tightening up a bit in this game. Shnowske takes it on the backhand. It lands in. Hunt a forehand down the line. Shnowske a backhand short. Hunt with the forehand keeps attacking it. And the forehand again cross court. Shnowske gets it back. Hunt with the forehand. Shnowske short return again. Hunt opens up on the forehand. Aiming cross court. He goes down the line now. Shnowske with the backhand short. Hunt gets to the net. Drops it over with a magnificent drop volley.
I can't really get a better one.
And he did miss the previous shot. The score was wrong, and he gets it back to Juice. Thought he did. So Shnowske had a break point, the fourth one for the match. So still 2 points away. Swinging serve. And he gets a volley into an open court. No, Shnowske gets it back and then Hunt's there for the second volley. Well played. Good work by Shnowske to run from one side of the court to the other. The first volley probably sat up a bit. Wasn't angled enough. But again, when you have your opponent out of court with a good serve, you can dictate terms by going to the net, which Alex Hunt likes to do. Now this is match point. Staved off 4 break points in this particular set. Shnowske's won a couple of games. He's played the second set better. Wearing the sunglasses. Hunt match point. Shnowske just gets it back. Hunt with a nice little volley, but opens it up for Shnowske. It didn't quite go where he wanted it to go, Hunt, but Shnowske puts the forehand into the net, and Alex Hunt wins and wins comfortably. What a performance. Domination personified by the number 1 seed in PST1. A great performance. He wins in 42 minutes, 6 love, 6-2, and he's now into the final. A lot of us expected that. He had the bye, of course, in the first round. 11 players in the PST1, and it was an opportunity there for a knockout tournament, which we also had in PST3 with 9 players. PST2, of which Adam Hills is one of the favourites in that, was round robin with 8 players playing in that, and 4 in both PST4 and PST5. Adam Hills is next on court 5. And we'll keep an eye on what happens between Brett Hillier of Australia and Michael Begland of Ireland, the number 2 seed. The winner of that will meet the very impressive Alex Hunt, who was outstanding 6 love, 6-2 in the PST1 semi-final against Sam Shnowske, who was just completely outplayed. Less than 3/4 of an hour, and we look forward to seeing what Adam Hills can produce in his match against Kemet Amon Lewis, who is the number 1 seed, so it's number 1 against number 2. So we look forward to that, and that match will be on shortly in our stream on YouTube on Adaptive